Greetings. Welcome to Reading Things with a Southern Accent. I'm already belchy. This is the first time in a week that we've done the show. What? Arlene? It's been a week. I guess it's been an entire week. Things have been busy. Shop has opened back up. The producer is actually doing work in her real job. I've been editing and shooting like nonstop for the last, I don't know how long. It's been a little crazy. I'm going to quit this and I'm going to edit some more. Last time we met, we were still doing Emma from Jane Austen. I always try to call her Jane Eyre, but that's a book by Jane Austen, correct? Is Jane Eyre by Jane Eyre, Jane Austen? Excuse me. It's not the COVID, not that I think. So I always said that we would do this 6 days a week until real jobs started cranking back up. And the real jobs have started to crank back up. What? Jane Eyre is by Charlotte. Wait, this just in from the producer. Jane Eyre is by Charlotte Bronte. Really? I always thought that was a Jane Austen book. What do I know? Maybe we should do some Charlotte Bronte. We did Pride and Prejudice before this. This is Reading Things with a Southern Accent, Reading Things with a Southern Accent 2020, episode 62. And it's not really been a theme week because the week has been... Who? Hi, Robbie Heard. It's not a week because it's been a week since we've actually done the thing. So, but I'm going to pick back up with Emma. I think we're just going to bite this off piece by piece and continue to figure this out as we go. The theme weeks, not sure how much we can pull those off in the current state of things because there is legitimate work to be done, which I'm thankful for. I'm not complaining. It just impedes the ability to do reading things with a Southern accent. So piece by piece, little by little, we're going to get through this book here. This is Emma. It's a very lovely leather-bound, looks like a teenage girl should have this book. There's a bunch of quotes on the front. Picked this one up at the Next Page in Frisco, Colorado. If you're in need of books, go to the Next Page. Good people over there. Our neighbors, Doug and Lisa, own the bookstore. I think it's Lisa's bookstore. Doug just does what Lisa tells him. Emma, by Jane Austen, just as a recap here, is a novel about youthful hubris and romantic misunderstandings. It is set in the fictional country village of Highbury and the surrounding estates of Hartfield, Randalls, and Downwell Abbey, and involves the relationships among people from a small number of families. The novel was first published in December of 1815. So, it was a long time ago. And we're picking up in chapter 6, the very beginning of chapter 6. And the reason why we do this is because I've always said in times like these, we need some nonsense. He's British before Southern. I hear it happens. I'm reading about British books. It just sort of happens. I could do my Mexican accent. No? Okay. It's British. Okay. Chapter 6. Emma could not, by the way, it's been a week since I've done a Southern accent. Emma could not feel a doubt of having given Harriet's fancy a proper direction and raised the gratitude of her young vanity to a very good purpose, for she found her decidedly more sensible than before of Mr. Elton's being a remarkably handsome man. with the most agreeable manners, and as she had no hesitation in following up the assurance of his admiration by agreeable hints, she was soon pretty confident of creating as much liking on Harriet's side as there could be any occasion for. That is a very long sentence. Whew. She was quite convinced of Mr. Elton's being in the fairest way of falling in love, if not. Check. Okay, well, it's working now. Hello, kids. Sorry about that. My batteries died on my receiver to my wireless microphone. Let's see how long these last. Oh, well, that's a real bummer. When I turned on that piece, huh? Who says? Thanks, Robbie Heard. Oh well. Okay, well, moving on.
You were back. You were back.
I know. My back? Thank you, Mother. I am glad you think I have been useful to her, but Harriet only wanted drawn out, and receiving a few, very few hints. She had all the natural grace of sweetness, of temper and artlessness in herself. I have done very little. If it were admissible to contradict a lady, said the gallant Mr. Elton, I have perhaps given her a little more, decision of character. Oh my goodness. I have perhaps given her a little more decision of character, have taught her to think on points which had not fallen in her way before. Exactly so. That is what principally strikes me, so much superadded decision of character. Skillful has been the hand. So, it's very confusing to read. Great has been the pleasure, I am sure. I never met with a disposition more truly amiable. I have no doubt of it. And it was spoken with a sort of sighing animation, which had a vast deal of the lover. She was not less pleased another day with the manner in which he seconded a sudden wish of hers to have Harriet's picture. Did you ever have your likeness taken, Harriet? She said. Did you ever sit for your picture? Harriet was on point of leaving the room and only stopped to say, with a very interesting naivety. That's hard to say. Sorry, naivety. Naivety? Oh dear. No, never. No sooner was she out of sight than Emma exclaimed, what an exquisite possession a good picture of her would be. I would give money for it. I almost long to attempt her likeness myself. You do not know it, I dare say, but 2 or 3 years ago I had a great passion for taking likenesses, and attempted several of my friends, and was thought to have a tolerable eye in general. But from one cause or another I gave it up in disgust. But really, I could almost venture, if Harriet would sit to me, it would be such a delight to have her picture. And that's where we're going to stop tonight. I was going to read a little bit longer, but I had that delay, so I'll just cut it off right there. I think it's funny that in 1815, is that when we said this was? 1815, they're talking about, have you ever had your likeness made? Which means, have you ever had your picture taken? These are teenage and 20-year-old people. No, her likeness made. They're talking about taking a photograph. I promise. Anyhow, can you imagine a 20-year-old today who has never had the picture taken?
By themselves.
Not taking a selfie in the bathroom with duck lips? I mean, 1850 sure was a different time. Well, that's going to do it for me tonight. I know it's been a week, and I don't know when the next one will happen. Sunday is Father's Day. Tomorrow's Saturday. Maybe we'll pop up here again. I don't know what we're doing tomorrow. I do have a little bit of work to take care of. Oh, we're going to the drive-in tomorrow. They're doing a drive-in movie in Breckenridge. They haven't done this since we've lived here. So we're going to go to a drive-in movie tomorrow, which means we probably won't do this. However, the drive-in movie does start at 9 o'clock at night. Sunday's Father's Day. Who knows? Maybe we'll pop up this weekend. I'm not sure. The producer does have real work to do, as do myself. Heaven forbid. What is she saying heaven forbid for? Oh, the pictures. People's taking their pictures. Right. Brad Hefner. Oh, Brad Hefner. John Crasting. John Crasting is a meteorologist that I used to work with at Fox 29. Robbie Hurd. I think Sarah Gambino, she probably left. She probably like, this is dumb. I'm leaving. Because I lost my sound. Arlene, I don't know if you're still here. Charlie Fish, the Chick-fil-A man himself. Okay. Huh? Pam McKnight. I hope you've gotten plenty of rest, Pam McKnight, from your marathon drive back to Colorado from the state of Texas. And your murder hornet bee sting. Anyways, that's going to do it. I'm going to wrap up. I'm going to say goodnight. Anything else? No? Okay. My name is Murph. Thank you for watching. As always, we do this for some levity, for some distraction, and for just the heck of it. Hopefully, I'll be back here soon. As always, please wash your hands. I'm out of practice. I don't know what to say. Good night.